All right. First off, welcome back. This is JAC Antics, and with a surprising winning vote, what the community decided, the Sega Dreamcast is the next console that I'm reviewing. So, let's start the video. The Dreamcast, the Sega Dreamcast, one of the last hardware console that Sega produced. Unless you're talking about the Sega Minis that they sell at like Walmart and stuff like that. But who counts those? So, the Sega Dreamcast was released in Japan of November 27th of 1998, but then it came to other regions of September 9th of 1999. That date has some significance to it because even though it was a year early, it still wasn't enough, overshadowed by these three powerhouses: PlayStation with the PlayStation 2, the Nintendo GameCube, and the original Xbox. Even though it got overshadowed, I would still say it still had innovations to bring to the table. So, let's look at the specs. So, the second Dreamcast came with a Hitachi SH4 CPU and 100 megahertz of PowerVR2 graphics, which was a step above the Sega Saturn, and it was made for 3D models. So they went real specific with that. And it had 16 megabytes of RAM, and it also had a removable storage. Not just any removable storage, it was a pretty good accessory, if I do say so myself, which was the VMU, or the virtual memory unit. And with these things, you can do a lot. When I tell you a lot, you can do a lot. You can play games on them. You can even put them together and trade for three different games. Some games, it will just show the screen of the menu, but other games such as NBA 2K, it will even show the replays on the little screen. So for that time, man, it was definitely some hype about it. But the VMU was not the only accessory that the Sega Dreamcast had. It had plenty, such as the Sega Dreamcast Diver CX1 TV. It had a microphone, it had a zapper gun, even a keyboard, which was played for typing of the dead, where you have to type the words to shoot the zombies, pretty much. And that was innovative for this time. Like, me personally, I've never seen that before, so that was something different. And speaking of games, the Sega Dreamcast had a huge library, which was 620 games in its library to be exact. And the most notable ones was the bestseller, Sonic Adventure. Then you had other games such as Shenmue, Phantasy Star Online, Crazy Taxi, and the list goes on. But some of these games live on today. Shenmue, that 3 wasn't that exciting. I wish they would have updated that, but that's a whole nother video. That's a whole nother video. If you want me to do a video on Shenmue, then leave a comment below. But that was just some of the games that really left a mark on gaming history. And looking back on it now, the Sega Dreamcast is definitely still fun. The controllers are still fun. The whole, it gave me the reminiscent of the design itself. Xbox, it is as comfortable. It is as comfortable as Xbox controllers. And I think Xbox took a page out of their book, because the comfortability of this controller is still unmatched. I'll say the best controller as a comfortable for me is probably an Xbox controller. me playing PC games and just playing different games in general, I would say probably Xbox, and then second will be, for the modern time, will be the new PS5 controller, because the PS4 controller still, it was comfortable, but definitely not the PS3 controller. That thing is like too small. I would say probably the best controller design is definitely Xbox, but I would say Xbox took a page out of Sega's book how they designed their controller, and the Dreamcast was definitely, I would say, setting modern standards at a time that it was on its last leg. So it definitely wanted to try everything that it could to hopefully boast itself to have another console, but it didn't work out. Sega mostly known for just producing titles now, but if they do ever make another game console again, I would say just improve this. Like this is a great design. This shows the creativity of what the engineers and everybody at the company was doing at the time, and I would say from being released to now, it's still, the console still is upstanding, and it's fun, because at the end of the day, this is just games, people. This is just games, and we play games to have fun, and this game is fun. So with that being said, please vote on the next console I will review. The review will be in the community tab, and just vote away. That's how I do these now. So if you don't vote in the community tab, you don't get your console. And you see, you know, I think a lot of people wanted the PlayStation 2, but you didn't vote. So you're not getting the video until you vote about it. If you want people to vote, get people to subscribe and vote. So if there's anything else you want me to review as a consoles, please leave it in the comment section below. Thank you again for watching these videos. You don't know how much I appreciate you. This is really, this thing started off as real deal hobby. It's still real deal hobby for me, because I didn't expect to even have like this many subscribers. You know, it might not be a lot to you, but for me it is special. So thank you again for watching, and until next time, peace.